Today we will study a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Friction. Why does a moving ball on the ground stop after some time? You might have observed that a moving ball stops itself after some time. When you push a stationary ball, it starts rolling. After rolling for some time, it stops itself, even though you do not touch it. Or nobody applies force on the ball, it stops itself. What is the reason for this? Why do vehicles stop on applying brake? You know that vehicles stop on applying brake. What is the reason for this? Why do we slip when we step on a banana peel? When we step on a banana peel, we slip and fall down. Why is it so? These are some common experiences from our day-to-day life. Let's find out the answers of these questions. Let's take the first situation. It is observed that a moving ball on the ground stops after some time, even if you didn't apply any force on it. You learned that force is required to move an object. Similarly, force is required to stop a moving object. That means without the application of an external force, the ball won't stop. You didn't touch or apply any force on the ball. Then who applied force on the ball? We stopped it? Surely there should have a force. There must be a force acting on the ball which opposes its motion. What is that force? Can you tell the name of the force which opposes the motion of the ball and is responsible for stopping the ball? Okay, you are right. And that force which opposes the motion of the ball is frictional force. So we got the answer of the question. Frictional force is the force which is responsible for stopping the ball. You learned that frictional force is a contact force. That is, it comes into play when an object is in contact with another object. In the other two situations also, the reason is frictional force. For example, when we apply brake, the vehicle stops. Here also, the reason is friction. When we step on a banana peel, we slip. This is because of the less frictional force. Let's study about friction in this chapter. What is friction? Let's define frictional force. Friction is the force generated by two surfaces that contact and slide against each other. You have already learned that friction is a force. It is a type of contact force. It is generated between two surfaces when the surfaces slide against each other. Or we can say that it is the force generated when two surfaces rub against each other. In another way, we can say that friction is an external force that opposes relative motion between two surfaces. which are in contact. Frictional force acts on the surface of contact of both the bodies, and its direction is opposite to the direction of motion of the object. Frictional force always acts opposite to the direction of motion of the object. Let's study more about friction. The types of frictional force, the reason for friction, the role of friction in our day-to-day life, its advantages and disadvantages. Now, let's study about the different types of friction. Friction is of three types: static friction, sliding friction, and rolling friction. Static friction operates between two surfaces that aren't moving relative to each other. That means when the two surfaces are not in motion, or when one surface is not moving over another surface, or we can say that when one object is stationary. While sliding and rolling friction act between two objects which are in motion, or when the two surfaces are in relative motion. Let's study more about each type. Static friction. Static friction is the frictional force that acts between the surfaces when they are at rest with respect to each other. It prevents an object from moving against the surface. If we want to move an object, we have to apply more force. This is because of the static friction which opposes the motion of the object. Let's understand static friction. Consider a wooden box which is kept on a table. Apply a small force on it. If you apply a small force on the box, it won't move. This is because the force of friction comes into action, which balances the applied force. The static friction opposes the motion of the box. Even though you apply force, the box doesn't move. This is because of the static friction which opposes the movement of the box. It balances the pushing force. When there is no applied force, there is no static friction. Or we can say that static friction comes into play between two bodies before one body starts moving over the other. When we increase the applied force, the static friction also increases. And when it is beyond a certain limit, the object begins to move. If you apply more force on the box starts moving. At that time, the pushing force becomes more than that of the static friction. Or we can say that if we want to move an object, first we must overcome the static friction, which is acting between the object and the surface on which the object is resting. When we increase the applied force, the static friction also increases, and when it is beyond a certain limit, the object begins to move. Or when the object starts to move, we can say that the friction, static friction, is minimum. The static friction becomes minimum or zero when the object begins to move. static friction prevents an object like a book from falling on the table even if the table is slightly tilted. It is this friction that helps us to pick up an object without it slipping through our fingers. Now let's study about sliding friction. It is the opposing force that comes into play when one body slides over the surface of another body. Or it is the resistance that is created between any two objects when they are sliding against each other. Sliding friction opposes the relative motion between two objects. When a heavy box is pushed on a surface, the force that acts against the motion of the box is sliding friction. Whenever we push a heavy object on a surface, the motion of the object is resisted by sliding friction. Sliding friction opposes the relative motion between two surfaces or objects. The third type of friction is rolling friction. What is rolling friction? It is the force of friction which acts when a body is rolled over another body or another surface. Rolling friction comes into play when a body is rolled over another body. For example, when you roll a ball on the floor or when you roll a wheel on the ground, the force that slows down the motion is rolling friction. When a ball is rolling on the ground, you can observe the motion of a ball on the ground. The ball is rolling. At that time, the motion of the ball is stopped by rolling friction. We learned about three types of friction. When an object is stationary on another surface, the friction that acts is static friction. If we try to push a stationary object, the frictional force which opposes its motion is static friction. When an object slides over another object, the friction that opposes its sliding motion is sliding friction. When an object rolls over another surface, the frictional force that opposes its rolling motion is rolling friction. Out of the three types of friction, which one is stronger and which one is weaker? To know that, you can tell which is easier. To move a stationary box, to slide a box, or to roll a box. Which is easier? Of course, it is easy to roll an object or a heavy box. That is why we use wheels to carry heavy load. You know, suitcases are also having wheels. That means rolling friction is the weakest type of friction. Because of this reason, wheel has been considered as one of the greatest inventions. Ball bearings are used in machines as rolling friction is less. Wheels of vehicles also reduce friction. You know that it is difficult to move an object which is at rest. We have to apply more force to overcome static friction. That means static friction is the strongest type of friction. You know that it is more easy to slide or move an object which is already in motion. That means sliding friction is less than static friction. Static friction is the strongest type of friction. Then comes sliding friction, and the weakest type of friction is rolling friction. Why rolling friction is the weakest type of friction? We will study the reason in the coming lecture. We will study the reason later. Answer these questions. Name the force which stops a moving ball. What is friction? Name the three types of friction. Distinguish between static friction and sliding friction. It is easy to move an object by rolling it than sliding it. Why?